Alright, what's up guys? So, Crazy Compilations is uploading a video titled 30 Minutes of Terrible slash Cringy Stand-Up Comedy. Yeah, that's something where I feel that as a stand-up comedian, not talking on myself, but just, in general, where the day you decide to like sign up and be a stand-up comedian and things, bro, you gotta be prepared for some things, man. Like that's something where I guess like more so using content creating as an example. It took me some time, and I think it's gonna be like that, for some stand-up comedians. It's gonna take you some time. But yeah, as long as you like stay like dedicated, you just got that drive to like, I'm saying like the terrible cringy things, it'll be pushed to the side. But I guarantee and I promise you, if you look at some of the most biggest comedians out there and stuff, they probably had some of the worst stand-up comedy experiences of all time. And now look at them. You got your Kevin Hart's and Matt Rife's and freaking who else? Yeah, you got like a bunch of different guys out there. That's Matt Rife. I had to say no. It's funny talking about him. I remember when he was like a regular on Wild 'N Out, and they did like this like Wild 'N Out like tour documentary thing on MTV, and they showed like when he was doing his stand-up comedy, like how he would kind of like pause, and he was like, you could see that he was nervous. Now look at this man. It's like he got freaking Lisa Ann getting kicked out of his shows and stuff. So I'm saying it's like, it takes time, but yeah, it's like it's one of those things where it's just, eventually you're gonna get to where you need to get to. But nah, and that being with that, I don't know why I can't with that being said, okay, I don't know why I was trying to say within that, like my brain, it's like 7:57 in the morning and stuff. I should be asleep right now, but I decided that I wanted to wake up early and do videos and things. So yeah, I just words ain't, they ain't gonna come out properly until like maybe like that 9-10 o'clock hour and stuff. But anyways, let's get into this video.
So I've done this for 10 years, and it worked for 10 years, but this one night is the night I'm gonna realize, every other audience was wrong, and you're right. Maybe I'm not funny right now, but I don't think you're the one who's gonna derail this. I moved fucking 3,000 miles, gave up my life, toured the fucking Europe for 4 years, and for some reason right now, you think you're not funny, fuck off. Well, maybe you should accept this isn't the easiest fucking gig in the world. I'm in a fucking corridor.
I'm like, bro, who do you think you are? A WWE wrestler? You think you cutting a promo? You're a stand-up comedian. It's like, the thing is this, because that's something I would like to do one day. I would like to do a stand-up comedy set, whether it's just, doing a full-blown tour, opening up, doing something, I would like to do a stand-up comedy set, whether it's a couple of minutes or, freaking a full-length comedy special and things, but I would like to one day. That's the thing, though. If the fans ain't feeling it, then it's like you can't get mad at the fans. It's like what you're saying on stage. It's they've heard better. It's like I don't want to say it's bad, but at the same time, it's like yeah, bro, it's not good, I guess. So, but anyways.
Thank you guys in the back. I'm in a fucking corridor. The lights are on. Everyone's here in work parties. It's hard. I'm trying. You don't like it? You fuck off. I'm fucking trying, lady. Stop swearing. It's comedy. If you wanted a clean comedy show, go to a clean comedy show. You don't get to dictate what happens. All right, the show will continue now. With less energy than before.
Wow.
Here's my best joke, which...
This guy got serious anger issues.
My friend Sarah, she calls herself a feminist, but she misappropriates the word. She was like, I would never convert to Islam. I was like, oh, that's crazy. I didn't ask. She was like, yeah, I'm like the opposite of a woman of burqa. I was like, no, you're not. I know what I mean, but you're not. Because if you were the opposite of a woman in a burqa, you'd just be a naked man in a blindfold.
Wow.
I'm adopted. I've never met my mom. I don't know what she does for a living, and that makes it hard to enjoy a lap dance. I couldn't afford it, but I went on a 10-day vacation with my dad. It was 10 days, but no alone time at all. So by day 3 of the trip, I ended up having to try to wank off with my dad asleep in the hotel bed beside me. But that wasn't the worst part. The worst part was the whole time I was doing it, I had to stare at my dad to make sure he didn't wake up. Well, this has been a party. Thank you for telling me I'm not funny. That was really nice and supportive of you. I hope when you're having a hard day at work, people are fucking assholes to you, and then you'll know how that felt. And when that happens, you'll think of me, and I can enjoy that. Most of you are great. Hopefully, I think you'll really like the next comic. She's not me. And some room for improvement. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
See, his issue is that he's expecting to go to a comedy club. Like, the thing is this, there's no easy job. You know, as the time goes on, it gets better, but there's no such thing as an easy job. I'm like, even with content creating, you know, yeah, it's like, you guys will look up my name and see how much content I've put out and see all the different things I've done, but at the cost of it though, like where it's like, you know, doing reaction videos. Yeah, I came from having a horrible computer to, you know, a horrible program that I was using to record reaction videos. And then with gaming videos, it was like, yeah, I didn't have the best of the best games. I didn't even have the money to even go out and get games. I just had what I had, you know. And but yeah, as the time goes on, it gets better, you know. It's just you face different challenges. Now I have to say the main challenge that I face with content creating is just kind of marketing myself and stuff, but I can't be mad at my fans, you know. It's like, yeah, it's like if they support it, they support it. If they don't, they don't. At the end of the day, it's like, I know that that's not the only fans I'm gonna have and stuff. So yeah, it's just, it's one of those things where it's like, he's trying to blame others, you know, for his current situation. And it's like, bruh, others ain't the problem. It's the attitude that you bring. And it's like, you out here getting mad at a heckler, and it's like, alright, cool, thanks lady. Anyways, get back to the show. He could have said that and left it alone, but it's like, you went on this full-blown rant, and it's like, bruh, you're not CM Punk, bro. Like, it's just, you gotta chill. You gotta relax when you go up there. I think if the crowd sees that you're relaxed, then I think that that's when they're all like, oh, okay, you know, he's cool. Alright, but bro, I don't know how many times I ain't been up in front. I ain't sat there and been off up in front. I remember back in school and I was in front of the classroom trying to do some stuff and nobody was paying attention to me. And I'm like, alright, well, wrong class. And then, you know, fast forward, they had me in a speech and debate class and we had to do this like improvised comedy exercise. Had the whole classroom laughing. I'm like, okay, I'm in the right class now. So it's like, yeah, if you're in an environment trying to crack jokes that they're not really used to hearing, they just gonna be looking at you like, wait, what? And so yeah, bro, it's like, you can't be mad at them about that. You just gotta find the crowd that you're, you know, that welcomes you, I guess. But anyways,
so yeah, I'm gonna go. You guys are not very nice, and I hope that sticks with you. Thank you. Goodbye.
Wow, that's so weird.
How to be a gamer girl in 4 easy steps. 1. Choose a gender-neutral or masculine username for your online identity. The hordes of cisgender, heterosexual, and mostly white men you'll be gaming with are incredibly sensitive to the possibility of a female within their midst and are more likely to consider you part of the scenery than a peer on the battlefield. If you started gaming when you were young, naive, and starry-eyed, and have the misfortune of an unchangeable feminine username like Jigglypuff Sparkle Fairy, prepare your defenses ahead of time. At the first question of your gender, tell them you are a lesbian, because in gamer jargon, lesbian is synonymous with man, and there's no room to be feminine here. 2. Become an expert in everything. Complete every side quest. Earn every achievement.
I feel like I'm watching a YouTube tutorial. Like, I just, you know, feel like I just clicked on IGN or something, and then this is the latest video that they uploaded. Like, ma'am, you know, you don't have to. I guess if that's her, you know, her shtick, is that what they call it? Yeah, if that's her shtick, then you know, it's yeah, I guess it's, you know, it's unique. It's a little different, but yeah, it's like, ma'am, you ain't gotta talk to us like you're recording a, you know, a video that you're gonna edit, slap some background music, an intro, outro. Please like, subscribe, all that other stuff. Like, you ain't gotta add that, you know. But I feel like that's what's gonna happen at the end of this this comedy special.
Prepared for any reference or joke, because if you're not, fake gamer girl alert! Suddenly, that low-cut shirt you're wearing was not a choice you made because you felt good about your bomb-ass cleavage when you woke up this morning. Suddenly, you're a succubus. You're only in it for the attention. Because what real gamer doesn't know that the skeleton hanging by its ankles from the ceiling of the Bjorn Ice Caves on the island of Solstheim in the Blood Moon expansion of the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind was obviously a Star Wars reference? Fake geek girls. 3. Be willing to accept the fact that you, yes, you are single-handedly responsible for the degradation of the modern-day gaming industry because you keep demanding better representation for women, even though you already have a diverse selection of skinny, scantily clad, and/or heavily sexualized white women to choose from.
So like, I get what she's saying, but I'm like, ma'am, you gotta have to give people a little bit more context before, you know, you just... I maybe she did, but yeah, it's like I think how it should have been approached, where it's like, yeah, she could have just talked about it, you know. But yeah, I feel like that's probably why you didn't really hear like big reactions from the crowd and stuff. Because I guess if I was somebody were to be all like, oh, talk about your content creating career up on stage, I'm like, all right, yeah, sure, you know. So anyways, names to, you know, Tyler, but it's like, yeah, all right, hold on, because I feel like I messed up. You put me on the spot, people, all right, but no, it's like I'll introduce myself, and then, yeah, just kind of talk on how I got into content creating, and then, yeah, start talking about the funny stuff, you know, yeah, talked about how you know, people were, saying that they now had a legitimate reason to be racist to me, and I'm like, I didn't know that there was a reason, you know, for it and stuff, but yeah, I guess and things. I don't know. Don't know how the crowd would react to it. They probably wouldn't have much of a reaction to it, but that's the thing, though. It's like, I feel like, I don't know. I guess if it's one of those things, and that's probably where I feel like I would get a good reaction from, is if it was like, let's say if TwitchCon was doing like a TwitchCon stand-up comedy special of content creators, then it probably would be a good, you know, get good reactions and stuff. But yeah, if not, then yeah, you know, it's just like people don't probably really know too much about content creating, and so yeah, they're like, what are you talking about, gamer girls and all this other stuff? It's like, ma'am, we don't know about that. I'm like, bro over there is a construction worker, that guy's a business executive, and the girl over there, she plays video games, but I don't think she does it for a living. It's like, we don't know what you're talking about.
Whatchamacallit? Everyone remembers their parents, what they used to do to them when they were little kids, right? When you were little kids, you used to do bad things. Remember what your parents used to do, right? My mom would be like, I'm gonna get the fucking belt, right? And when we were kids, we were always rebels, right? We always said, I always tried to mock my mother. I'm like, I'm gonna get the fucking belt, and right? And she'd go get it, and I'd fucking jolt right away. I'm jolting. And when you were a kid, you always thought that you can outrun your parents, too. Wasn't that the fact, too? But you quickly figured out that you could not outrun your parents. I saw him running faster than a black man with a stolen VCR, right? And she turns into a cowboy, and her belt is her whip. She's right away. This is where you give up. This is where you give up. So you start saying, I'm not gonna put the dog in the dryer again, I promise. She's dragging me off like chainsaw with my legs in the back. Oh man, everyone knows what their parents do. Come on, dickheads. What the fuck are you saying? Hey, gay! No, seriously.
So you can't understand gay people?
No, I don't. I seriously don't. Because what makes you, like, let's say for a gay guy, what makes you say, oh, I just want to suck a cock? Seriously, what makes you get, oh, huh?
Oh my God. I like to suck cock.
What?
I'm like, wait. I'm like, nah, that's, if I'm for one, I'm like, I don't even know what that's all about and things. This, yeah, he had to have said something like off stage, and then that's why they're bringing it up now to just really put him on the spot and things. But if I'm up on stage and I'm just talking about some stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, you know, growing up, black mom, yeah, she chased me around with the belt and things. And you just hear some woman yell that out. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, hold on for a second. Where's my microphone? I'm like, what does that have to do with what I am talking about? I'm like, ma'am, whoa. I'm like, time out. Wait a second. I'm like, you, look, ma'am, that's, I guess it's a, you know, it's a fun fact for you, but I'm like, I don't know how to respond to that. Like, like what do I do with that information? I'm like, I feel like I do know what to do with that information, but yeah, it's like not right now. I'm like, maybe after, you know, we get to know each other a little bit, but I'm like, that is some wild stuff, man. I'm like, you can't just abruptly just say that. They just think it's people gonna just slide up. But no, it's like you gonna have to, like, how did you get to that point? Crowd going crazy for it.
Signify you're gay. You're not.
I don't know. You just said, how do you like to suck cock?
I'm saying if you were a guy, you have to pay attention to dumb fucking blonde.
But didn't we clarify during my stand-up that I'm not natural blonde?
Whatever.
Oh, that's a comedian too?
It doesn't matter. Look at you, you're blonde, you're dumbass. That's it. Blonde dumbass. Thank you for reminding me. I met a girl one time, and I asked her.
I could just tell by like his look. I'm like his tight shirt, and then just I don't know that default face where it's like, yeah, I could tell that he was. Who knows? Maybe he might be one of the best comedians of all time right now, but I could just tell by his look that it was like, yeah, this was gonna bomb. I was like, this was gonna bomb bad. I was like, he's gonna say something or do something, and people are just, they're not gonna care about it at all and stuff. So, but yeah, it sounds like something happened beforehand, and then whoever it was recording, they was like, oh yeah, I know some stuff's about to pop off. Let me go ahead and get this iPhone 4, because maybe that might not, no, it might be like a Samsung like Galaxy S2 maybe, just judging by the camera quality and thing, S2, S3 maybe, but anyways.
What her name was, and she said dolphin. Okay. She said dolphin. Wait, you said I met a girl? Look at my fucking bicep. You think I can't meet a girl?
It's like, yeah, because you wearing a tight shirt, bruh. Anybody, my thing is this, anybody can flex their arm in a tight shirt, but I'm all like, bro, where, I'm trying to think, what was that group's name that came out with Pop, Lock, and Drop It? But just that era of, like, clothing and stuff, where it was like, we were, like, I swear, like, a good majority of black Americans, more so black men, we were wearing shirts that was, like, built for, like, Shaq or something, you know? Wear a shirt like that and try flexing your arm in it.
Anyway,
but of course, if you like wash a shirt 15 times on like hot water and things, of course it's gonna get tight like that. It's like, can you breathe, bro? Sure does. It's size that microphone stand.
Oh my god, that's dangerous, isn't it? For the radio, I mimed walking into a thing. Hello. When I chose my topic, I was under extreme stress. So I am here to talk about why shoes are overrated. Yes, an essential thing that we all need. Great. But no, seriously, by the end of this, you're probably going to be throwing your shoes into the Thames. You'll be so convinced by my argument. Don't do that, guys. That would be really weird. Also, really inconsiderate to all of... I
feel like if they told me I had to, like, I guess, talk about shoes, I'm like, I would, you know, talk on my experience with, like, you know, going out in freaking freezing cold weather, waiting for some shoes, and I couldn't even get them, and it was, like, that, like, level of... Like, there's things I can't talk on with shoes, but I'm like... It's just people be starting these things off like it's a tutorial, bro. I'm like, I don't, like, I feel like I'm watching a Watch Mojo video or something. I'm like, fam, what? Why these stand-up specials be start? Look, I'm not going to discredit anybody in their, you know, in their stand-up comedy. This is their comedy, so anyways.
The animals that live in the river. They don't want your shoes all up in their gills. It's a joke. Also, imagine now when you go and buy your jelly deals, we all buy jelly deals from the river, right? It'll be served in a wet Nike. Is that what you want, Radio 1? Is that what you want? Jelly deals served in a shoe? Because I will open that pop-up restaurant. I'm looking for a new career direction. Of course you don't want that, because shoes are rubbish as food packaging. That's one of the reasons they're overrated.
I'm like, ma'am, it looked like she was you can't really tell, you know, but it looked like when she went up there, wasn't she wearing some boots or something? I'm like, ma'am, that kind of defeats the purpose. That's like me doing a whole segment talking about why you guys shouldn't be a sneakerhead. And I'm like, just ignoring this whole wall behind me. I'm like, you know what, guys? Nah, you know what? Don't be a sneakerhead. Buying sneakers is stupid. Who goes out and buys sneakers? It's stupid, bro. Nobody don't be do not. Okay, don't support Foot Locker. Don't support Nike. Don't support Adidas. Don't support Champs. Don't support none of them people. All right, no. Why would you? No, it's stupid. Who be out here buying sneakers? I don't be buying sneakers. And they're like, bro, I honestly feel like that's the same thing I'm feeling right now with this woman.
Also, other reasons that they are overrated. I asked my boyfriend why he thought that they would be overrated, and he said, never trust anything that has a tongue and no throat.
What?
And now I am single. Because that is a fucked up thing to say. I'm just joking. We broke up before that. And now I have to move all of my shoes out of his flat. And that is mostly why I chose shoes. Why do I have so many shoes? Oh, God. Hey, look, if shoes didn't exist, you wouldn't have this stereotype of women being obsessed with shoes, right? And sexism wouldn't exist. Shoes create sexism. I'm saying if we get rid of shoes, there'll be no sexism. Like, the poster for The Devil Wears Prada would probably be different. Yeah. Radically different. Just imagine the future without shoes. Also, think about how clean and tidy all the streets would have to be. You think they'd have to, like, have a law that if you had a pet, you'd have to follow it around with your hands on its bumhole. Because you wouldn't be allowed to let it go. And that's going to put off a lot of kids at Christmas, isn't it? So if shoes didn't exist, there would be far fewer animals getting thrown in the canal at New Year's. Come on, guys.
Okay.
Also socks, like, what? I mean, socks, they do so much of the work, yet get so little of the credit.
I'm like, ma'am, what do you got going on? I'm like, I feel uncomfortable. I don't know what it is that you got against shoes. It sounds like that might be the case where, you know, she broke up with her boyfriend and she got to move a lot of shoes and she's just mad about that. And I'm like, don't go up there talking about no anger issues. At least make the actual jokes about it and things. I feel like this seems like more of a vent session than, you know, her doing like some comedy special and things. But anyways,
like the 3 other guys in Coldplay.
I mean, the crowd's laughing. That's good.
You know, think about those dweeby people who wear sandals and socks. If there were no shoes, they wouldn't be dweebs. And if they weren't dweebs, think about the confidence boost that would give them. They'd probably be inventing cures for cancer or teleporters. Shoes are stopping us from teleporting. Yes. And also, how am I going to move 60 pairs of shoes? I don't have 60 shoe boxes. Who's got 60 shoe boxes? Apart from enthusiasts for Harvest Festival donations. I'm going to have to carry them in a bin bag, which will inevitably split over the street, and it'll be very humiliating. God, I hate shoes. I'm so lonely. Yes, no, I have broken up with my boyfriend, and I do need to move all of my shoes. But I've got lots of socks, as I said, and some of them are really beautiful, and I can fit all of my socks in one medium-sized bag for life. But apparently moving out just my socks is not enough.
I don't know why, but I'm like, I feel like she reminds me of Jim Carrey, but I don't know. Like, there's something else that's there where I'm like, I can't really think of it, but I'm getting major, like, just, I don't know, like Jim Carrey, and let me think of somebody. I don't know, like if Jim Carrey and Taylor Swift, they had a love child, but then she took more after Jim Carrey, because I feel like in most cases, usually the daughter does look like the father and stuff, but might have like some personality traits of the mom. So yeah, I don't know, maybe, but that don't feel right either.
That's why I think shoes are overrated. Thank you very much, Radio 1. I've been Nadia Kamal.
That
For
is
Nadia, everyone.
some weird stuff. Okay. Don't know how I feel about that one, but alright.
I friended a fundamentalist Christian on Facebook. Cause I wanted to fight. Now I'm ready to commit murder.
I'm like, ma'am, are you singing a song or are you doing stand-up comedy? Just the way that she went in, I'm like, I feel like, I don't know, like I was supposed to hear like some heavy metal going off here in a second, but maybe it's like heavy metal stand-up comedy. If that's the case, then okay, that makes sense.
Now, she called me the Antichrist. And as soon as she said that, I wanted to kiss her stupid fucking lemon face. Because I have a viable method to promote world peace. Woo! I guess I'm the only one excited about that. All right. Well, check this scheißen out. Okay? All right, here's how I know she's right, that I'm the Antichrist. Okay? So, the Antichrist is supposed to come out of the brew. Nobody knows who they are. And they have a viable method to promote world peace, and they're an atheist. Boom! Got all that scheissing down. All right, what else? What else? My middle and last initials are A and C. Oh, what am I gonna do? Yeah, so I'm the Antichrist there. Yeah, you got freaked out. Oh yeah. Now then.
I feel like, how I started off, like, talking on. I feel like somebody's gonna comment talking about, she has this type of disorder. Why are you talking? I'm like, it's either that, I don't know which. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, man, some of these comedy specials, I'm like, dang, bro. I'm like, you guys don't be sitting down thinking of like, okay, what do I want to say or do before I get up on stage? Because I feel like there's just people out there, they don't even think about it. They're like, I'm just going to go up there and just do whatever. And then I feel like things like this happen.
Why is the other reason I know that I'm the Antichrist? Because I scare every fucking rapist that ever tries to get his hands on me. Damn! Boom! That's right. So I'm possessed. Stop trying to save my goddamn soul! It's like I told my Catholic husband. If indeed there is a hell, that is where I'm going. Stop trying to save my goddamn soul! I told my mother I deny the existence of the Holy Spirit and shut her fat trap. Oh yeah. How come he doesn't work on fundamentalist Christians? Damn it. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I'm a little emotional. 3 different dudes tried to rape me the last year and a half.
Oh my god.
He's laughing at that. They're trying to rape you. Well, you know what? Every time a guy tries to rape me, I gotta go with a little bit of banter. Little bit of banter. I like to screw with him a little bit. Oh yeah.
There's a friend of mine where I would like I'm pretty sure you guys remember me talking on the friend I work with, Jack, at the cafe. I could just see us right now where it's all like, oh yeah, man, let's go to a stand-up comedy club and things. It's like, oh yeah, there's this new one that they just opened up not too long ago and stuff. All right, yeah, let's go there. Get a drink and we sit, and I can see us probably both just kind of like how I was looking just not too long ago, where we just kind of like this. I could just picture his face and seeing some stuff like this and things. We probably would be laughing just at how we're looking, because it's like, this is not normal. This is not normal at all. And I'm like, this is just so awkward. Yeah, we definitely would just be having a look on our face like, this woman is really up here just, okay, I thought there might be like rules and stuff like on what to talk about, but rules is thrown out the window. This is just some weird stuff, man.
It's fun. I think it's funny. You know what else is funnier? When I pull out my crazy eyes, the fuckers run away. Yeah. Recently, saw some dude beating a puppy. I said, don't do that to a puppy. He comes over to me, starts yelling at my face, like, somebody tried to steal my dog. Somebody tried to steal my dog. Comes up in my head, my face. He spits in my face. Whip out my crazy eyes. Boom, there he goes. You get your ass back over here and I'm gonna put you into agony. Cause here's what I'm gonna do. Use one finger, paralyze the guy with pain. And then I'm gonna have fun talking to him. Yeah. And then when I'm about to let him go, I'm just like, hey, as soon as I let my finger up, you're gonna be fine. But I'm gonna let you know something. It hurts twice as much on the other side, motherfucker! Oh, right in the dick! With the cowboy boots! And I'll leave you on this. More people are convinced that there's a zombie apocalypse imminent than are convinced that world peace is achievable. They're motherfucking retarded, okay? We need world peace now. And I'm the Antichrist, and I believe you it. I'm WAC, I'm the Antichrist.
Don't play Beyonce after that. That doesn't deserve Beyonce. I can't listen to Beyonce after hearing some stuff like that. Yeah, that's something where I'm like, I don't know. Is it possible to just, I guess, like, in her situation where she so-called claims to be the Antichrist, I'm like, can I just get some, like, like those, like, ear things where it's like, I guess if your ears are, like, plugged up or clogged or something, then there's, like, something like a liquid thing. Can you, like, get some holy water and just, because that's what I need right now. I need that, freaking unscrew the crap, the crap, and then just, like, pour that crap in my eyes, and I'm like, nah, bro, I can't. I can't even comprehend words after that. That's scary. that's some scary stuff, man. That is so, like, scary and just weird. That was it? Oh, no, I think that was just okay. Thought we was done and over with. I'm like, please no more of that.
Aim so dirt and I ejaculate fire.
He put his hands down, and I was like, hey, don't. I'm like, if I'm that club owner, I'm like, we ain't got to see it. We'll take your word for it, bro. Okay, now continue.
Death metal fan in the audience. Or not in the audience right now. Anyway, if you're wondering why I was kind of limping up my way up to the stage, it's because I finally got back into the gym. I've been out of work for a few months. I've been going to UFC gym, doing MMA for about 3 years now, and it's funny, every time I tell somebody that I've been into MMA, they're like, oh, so you're a faggot? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Oh, MMA's just a bunch of fake stuff. It's a bunch of gay sex. Step out in the parking lot so I can rape you. Straight up. Yeah, it's kind of strange being one of the few metalheads in Baton Rouge because nobody here listens to metal. They're all obsessed with Lil Boosie. I don't like his music.
There's people, I feel like them laughs, you can tell the difference of a laugh. Maybe they are, I feel like they're laughing at him, but not at the way that he thinks that they're laughing at him. I feel like they're more so laughing like just at how awkward and just, I guess more so weird he is, but they're not like, oh, that's the funniest. It's like it's just because I feel like there's two ways of like laughing about something. Like, and it's kind of, it sounds similar, but at the same time, it's not the laugh that he wants from them and stuff. I guess if that makes sense. I don't know, but Yeah, I'm like, whoever it is that you listen to, you can't compare that to like Lil Boosie. Yeah, Lil Boosie, he's, he's a legend, within the rap community and stuff. So it's like, it ain't an obsession. It's just that the man got a lot of fans and stuff. Like, that's.
He sounds like a kind of intelligent dude, but he fucking dumbass for paying off whoever. But his music sucks, straight up. I listen to, my favorite band is a band called Acid Bag. Yes. Yeah. But we're talking, those of y'all don't know who asked about this, they're a band that never really got famous. That's a true mark of a music fan. If you listen to whatever's new, like Beyonce or, you're not a music fan. If this was 1985, you'd be running down the street going, "Where's my cherry pie?" Go crawl in a hole and die somewhere.
He's comparing a band that nobody, even he said it's a band that don't nobody really know. But you're comparing that band, you're trying to make it seem like that band done did more work than both Beyonce and Lil Boosie. Bro, whoever that band is, I definitely would have contacted him. And I'm like, don't ever talk to us again. Matter of fact, if you got any of our songs, this seems kind of old. It might be in that era where like iPods and all that stuff. I'm like, get your iPod, okay? Plug it up to your computer. Turn your computer on. Open up iTunes, all that stuff. Remove all of our music from that iPod, okay? He seemed like he might be an iPod Nano type person. Like, I'm not gonna like downplay it, because what iPod Nano did I have? Was it the second generation? I feel like that last iPod Nano they came out with, he might have that one. If not that, he probably got like one of them like generic like MP3 players. Like it wasn't. That's what they called it back in the day. It was just like, yeah, MP3 player. It's like that's all you're gonna get from us and things. But yeah, I feel like that they definitely would be like, no, you're gonna have to remove our music. Don't mention us. Don't talk about us. Just do your thing, bruh.
Listen to some fucking real music. Listen to something you're not gonna hear every day. But recently somebody like graffitied up the gravestone of Dimebag Darrell. Give me 5 minutes alone with Damn. Thought the Pantera fans would get that. It kind of sucks being a metalhead nowadays, because when you tell people you're a metalhead, they're like, oh, you listen to Nickelback. Yeah, Nickelback. Woo! Woo! I'm about to listen to the sound of you screaming like a bitch when I put my foot up my ass. Your ass is gonna fucking dead.
My face in your ass. How about that, friend? Huh? I mean, your ass in my face. What's up?
Man, Nickelback ain't metal. Boy, listen to some shit. Listen to some fucking Arm and Amar. That's my shit. Shit. Recently saw this.
He makes like sound effects in the middle, so he'll crack a joke, right? It just if you guys need to go back and watch just his whole segment, but he makes a sound effect where it's like his brain telling him, no, that didn't work. So okay, I'm gonna reenact it and stuff. So he was like, I listen to Nickelback, but I don't like them. Huh? He does that. It's like, bruh, then don't tell it. I don't know. Maybe it's a thing where it's like he kind of just says it, then his brain loads up, and it's like, nope, then slide with people, and then that's when he tries to start. But I'm like, bro, just walk off the stage, man.
There's a band you might have heard of called Black Label Society. Black Label. Yeah. Greatest guitarist alive, Zakk Wylde. Started off as the only metalhead guitarist for this band called Leonard Skinhead. He played for a Limp Bizkit tribute band. What took a bunch of stupid rednecks to play 2 chords at a time, he does it all by himself. Fucking Yankees. Fuck, I lost myself.
Wow. Yeah, just that is super awkward. That's something where I'm like, nah, bro, you definitely got. That's somebody where I'm like, I feel that if a hater, like somebody that just genuinely goes just throughout the internet, just finding, yeah, I feel like he can type a big game, like he can say whatever he needs to say, like typing it up. But like when it comes to a face-to-face confrontation, that's what usually happens, and it's so sad, man.
Here he comes. One more time for John Moore, everybody.
I'm like, bro, this is like doing a stand-up comedy. You get a live band? I'm like, where's this club at?
What is up? I'm actually just looking for the bathroom. Could you guys point me? I really was going to go to the bathroom, and I'm glad I did not. So I'm here with some friends from Dallas. Going to talk about my buddy that I was in the Army with. This guy is a legend. You guys may have heard of him. I'm not going to use his name, but he's got a foundation with Gary Sinise. He has earned a lot of money. Great guy. And hysterical guy. Only reason I bring him up, one of the funniest guys I've ever met, right? This guy, when we were in service, huge, 6'7", 260, stepped on an IED and lost all 4 of his limbs. Yeah, I do not tell jokes about this guy for obvious fucking reasons. I had one serious question about his dick. He got his wife pregnant, so that question has been answered. And truth be told, like I said, he's very funny. He's got a ton of stage time, more stage time than all of me and the other comics put together. But at least we're all put together. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus fucking Christ, John. What the fuck? My God, you just came up and told a story about your funnier friend. Why didn't you let him sign up? We would have loved to have a fucking funny guy with no limbs up here while you're up here telling these sad stories.
You're right, I'm sorry.
How many of you think it should have been him that gotten blown up in the Army, huh? Yeah.
Dang.
How about that, John? How about that?
Yeah, I deserve that.
You knew you had 1 minute.
I did not.
I thought, it's like, I couldn't really tell because of the quality, but I was like, that is Joe Rogan and things. Dang. Because I was like, you could just tell by his face. He was like, I'm not feeling this guy. As soon as he walked up on stage, you could just see his face, and he was like, nope, not feeling him.
Yeah, that's true.
How long have you not been doing comedy, John?
A long time.
So you drove in a car from Dallas with a bunch of comedians, like, man, we're gonna do a minute if we get pulled. I hope we get pulled, and you're like, ah.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Bobby was driving, in my defense. He is a terrible driver.
The guy that was just on here?
Yes.
Just making sure it's not the Tourette's guy. I would believe you. So here we are. You were really in the Army?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't really get Army vibes from you.
Yeah.
You seem more like an old Navy guy to me. Something.
Eagle Scout.
Yeah. What were you doing in the Army?
I was a paratrooper in the 82nd. I was an artillery guy.
Wow. Where'd you serve at?
I was stationed at Fort Bragg. Actually, my buddy's here, also 82nd guy in a comic, and I went to Afghanistan in 07, 08.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
It is like, usually people clap, they didn't even clap. I'm like, dang, bruh, they even gonna thank the man for his, like, for the service. I'm like, that is crazy. That's how you know that it's like the whole situation is just negative now. Like, don't nobody care about this guy, and it's so messed up. I'm like, dang, man, if he see this video, bro, thank you for your service, but dang, man.
Absolutely.
Dang.
Hell yeah, paratrooper, huh?
Yes.
So you would just get dropped off in Afghanistan?
No, there actually has not been a combat jump for many, many years. The last official combat jump was in, I want to say it was when they jumped into Nicaragua or something like that. But there's not really any combat jumps anymore. The idea is that the threat of people being able to, because it's like an 18-hour mandate, you got to be able to deploy in 18 hours. So.
Okay. Wow. That was a long way to nowhere. So, John, you've been back for a while. What do you do for work now?
I'm in graduate school, and I'm using some funding that I have available to me through the VA.
Okay, awesome. And what are you going to school for?
I'm getting an MBA and a data analytics
All right.
degree. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I just
Okay.
started doing comedy. I am very new.
How new?
And this is awesome. Great to be at 3 months.
And what else have you joked about when you're 3 months on stage? When you're not talking about a guy getting blown up for his country? But he's really funny. He's the funny quote.
Yeah, I feel like that's what kind of set the. You don't talk on some stuff like that. I just there's nothing funny about it. I just know that's just kind of awkward. You know, again, being that friend that I just mentioned, Jack. I feel like we kind of just look at each other and be like, I don't think you're supposed to talk about that not up on no stage. You know, maybe the guy himself, but not a friend like that. I don't know what's funny about that. That's something where it's all like, oh yeah, my friend blew up, lost all his limbs. That like people gonna be like, how is that? Because if I do the math, friend blows up plus losing limbs, how does that equal funny? Like that? No, that math is wrong, bro. You need a life calculator of some sorts to kind of explain those types of that. It's something where I'm like, hey, look, bro. You gotta like kind of like go in for like one of those like handshake hugs, bring him in and be like, bro, all right, I'm gonna punch you in the side. That it'll get you up off the stage. I'll take the charges. I'll take the assault charges. You can take me to court and all that stuff. But I'm trying to help you out. Okay, now the punch is gonna happen in 3, 2, 1. That's you gotta help this man at some point.
Funniest guy I have written down here. The funniest guy. You see that? Funniest guy. Had to write it down because I couldn't believe it. You were 40 seconds into a set with no laughs, and you're talking about the funniest guy you know.
I know. Shit. I thought I was going to get a laugh with the bathroom bit, maybe. I don't know. That
really?
Was,
you thought? Like
that
what?
was a bit?
Yeah. I thought you were genuinely asking. Honestly, in retrospect, I wish I would have shown you. It's right over there to the left.
Okay, thank you very much.
Instead, you decided to take a shit right here on stage. I mean, I don't know.
Oh.
What else have you joked about? Tell us. Give us a. What's your shortest joke that you have?
I did a joke about how silly QAnon is, and like I'm not surprised that people believe this shit because they've been lying to us about everything for years.
I'm
you guys
like,
remember?
bro, that he okay, because I don't know, me personally, because I know like comedy is never supposed to be taken serious. I'm like, you're like, okay, what's the shortest joke that you have right now? And I'm like, okay, you know, I don't know, because I'm like, the thing is that I know that there's people that's watching this video more so like family related. But I guess like if I'm just up there and they're all like, okay, you got like $1 million contract to go tour around the world. They all like, all right, shortest joke, and that's when you just gotta start like undoing your belt and be all like, wait, you said shortest joke, so I'm like, I'm gonna show you my shortest joke and things. And so yeah, that's what I'm like. Maybe that's funny. I don't know, bruh. But I'm all like, I feel like that would be a lot more funnier. I feel like I would get at least like 2-3 laughs out of that versus freaking somebody. Oh yeah, let's talk about my friend that blew up in the middle of war and things. Yeah, it's just it's something where I'm like, you gotta think about it. It's like, freaking the joke that I just cracked versus his. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe my joke would bomb too, but I'm like, I would rather tell that joke than to have it where it's talking about people that blew up in war.
Ludo? Yeah.
It's almost incredible how bad you are at this. Like, I mean, honestly, I've seen people do some horrible shit, but there's always like 1 or 2 people in the audience that like maybe need attention or something, or like want to show they have a different sense of humor, and they'll laugh. The amount of silence that echoes, like I can hear the Westin Hotel, like people ringing the bellboy fucking bell across the street.
You know what's confusing? You're a good talker.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not know that you're not funny?
Dang.
Inexperience.
Yeah, 3 months in is that's very.
Are you funny like in conversation with your friends and just trying to figure out how to do stand up?
I mean, yeah, maybe.
That makes sense. That makes sense, because I don't know how many times where friends Dan told me that. But again, though, it's like I feel like that. I just think back when I was in school and I did this like improvised exercise thing for class, and yeah, I had like the classroom laughing and stuff, and so. I don't know. I've thought of doing stand-up comedy, but yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, the more and more I watch these videos, I'm like, bro, I don't want this to happen to me. I don't want to end up in one of these compilations. And so, yeah, it's something where I'm like, I guess I would have to, a lot of practice would need to come out of this, because I don't want this to happen to me. I'm scared, bruh.
Like, what's the time that you made your did you make your friends laugh on the drive here from Dallas? What'd you do?
We were talking about Bobby's driving, and my buddy said, "Did your parents yell at you a lot, like as a kid?" And I said, "Obviously not."
Did you hear that? Did you hear that right before everyone was laughing about the silence?
This is so baffling.
It's actually incredible. I'm going to have you do another joke because I'm shocked at how quiet the room can be. Again, normally when people do bad here, there's some noise, like you can hear something. But right after you hit a punchline,
it's like you're missing an ingredient and the bread won't rise.
like yeast and water.
Yeah, it's like, what's wrong here?
This flour ain't doing shit.
It's wilting.
Flour on a tray. Okay, do another joke. How many want to hear another joke from John Moore?
Oh, thank you so much.
This guy's so bad, it's actually amazing. It's incredible.
Here's a
This
joke.
is
It
historical.
is great to be here right now. This is so much. This is actually, this is really fun. Fuck, guys. I don't know. A
Come
joke?
on, just a joke. You got it. You got it. No,
Didn't
don't
play
do any
cricket.
sound effects. I want to
had,
see if we can tap back into this.
I had an STD scare recently. I got one. Yeah. Not a scary one, though. It's curable. Like, this is a curable joke. So, one pill, the joke is gone. But I should have known better because I didn't use a condom, which is stupid. But also, I once had a girl tell me that I have the biggest dick hole she's ever seen. That can't be good, can it? Just leaving the front door open like that? Come on in!
There was a parakeet that laughed at that, a jungle bird of some kind. Very interesting. Have you ever thought of doing everything differently?
Yes.
Have you ever thought of like completely starting from scratch, like just tearing the paper off the wall?
Yeah, I do it honestly, I do it every, I've only been doing this 3 months. I've told a lot of jokes maybe 3 or 4 times. Those jokes I've probably told 4 or 5 times.
Do you have a big dick hole?
That's what I've been told.
Yeah, what are we talking about
That's
here?
what
Like,
I've been
The hole, where the pee comes out.
Right, but like how big can it be? Like,
a
is
pencil?
it from like the top to like? I mean, how does it work exactly?
Like a mouth of a Gatorade bottle, you know? Like,
No way, you don't have that.
No, it's not that.
No, what's it like? What's it really like?
Well, I
Describe
mean, it looks
for
like
us.
a urethra. I guess it's just maybe like, you know.
Number 2 pencil, number 3, number 4. What
Ooh,
we got?
Is it a
unknown.
Sharpie marker, perhaps? Perhaps a
No, definitely not a marker.
perhaps
bro.
the tip of a pool stick, or
Definitely not. Number 2 pencil, maybe if it was sharp.
Whoa.
But I wouldn't, I mean, okay, so in the Army, they say that when you get an STD test, it's called getting rotted off the range. Have you heard this before? No. So when you go to the range...
No, we've never heard of anything that you've talked about tonight before.
when you go to the range in basic training, it's a bunch of guys who don't know what they're doing. And so, like, they got to make sure...
Go ahead.
You got to make sure there's no bullets in the gun. So when you come off the range, you lock your bolt to the rear, and then you see the range master, and he sticks a bolt down the end of your rifle, and he like taps the firing mechanism. So they say when you get an STD test that you got to go get rotted off the range because they stick the thing.
Bro, what was that bird noise?
Stupid. A jungle bird again keeps appearing on your set for some reason.
Thank God, it's better than the silence.
Wow. So what else about, what would we be interested to know? Before we let you go, John, give us one interesting fun fact about the life of John Moore.
When I was 11 years old, I saved my best friend's life.
How'd you do that?
The day after I turned 11, grew up in Colorado. He was in a cave-in. There was like a cave that, you know, some kids had dug in the side of a ravine, maybe like 6 feet deep or whatever, and we would go and we would like dig in this cave because we didn't know any better. And it just fucking collapsed on my buddy one day. And it was actually 3 of us. My really good friend to this day, he's got 3 kids, was buried like under 5 feet of dirt. My other friend was buried up to his waist. I ran and I got help. 2 adults came. They dug my friend out. I went to a house. I called 911. I went and got his mom. She fucking chased me all the way there on my bike.
That's awesome. Where the fuck were you when your funnier friend stepped on that IED?
I was not in the army. I was not in the army anymore.
It's a shame you can't dig yourself out of the hole you put yourself in doing jokes. Incredible.
Yeah, that was very, very awkward. I just, man, you know, it's one of those things where I guess like, if I know I'm not funny, I would just look at the crowd. I'm like, hey, let's just do some fake stuff, bruh. I'm like, you guys just give me your best fake laugh possible. If there's a joke, I'm like, okay, after like somewhere, I'm like, okay, I understand. I'm reading the room. Gonna go ahead, wrap this up. I thank you guys for your time. Thank you for the fake laughs. I'm gonna go on about my business, because yeah, that's something. That's just dang. that is some awkward stuff, man.
Unbelievable. But I'll tell you, John, as far as you know, a lot of people come on this show and they struggle and they're new and it happens. But I'm telling you, there's something so magical about the way that you do it.
You know what? Thank you. I know that that's an insult, but I still appreciate it.
No,
you seem likable, so
Yeah, thank you.
there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm serious.
I appreciate it. Yeah, genuinely. This is fun.
Hell
Thank you,
yeah.
everyone.
There he goes, John Moore, everybody. Come on, give it up
Have a
for
nice
John.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit made me so sad.
That was unusual.
It was. That was like I don't know what that was like. It was a special kind of silence that happened.
You know what's? He seems smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's weird.
Yeah, it's baffling. All that.
Hopefully he doesn't try to paratroop off a bridge tonight. You know what I mean? After that. All right.
Yeah, that's some awkward stuff, man. You know, I guess like it's a life lesson with stand-up comedy. It's like you gotta really be prepared for that stuff, man. Cause I'm telling you, like you go and you go up there and you start saying some things like. Yeah, it's you gotta like really think about it though. I guess like if that's the best possible advice that I could give somebody, it's like yeah, you gotta think about it before you just go up there and just say whatever. Cause you go up there and say whatever, then yeah, people gonna be looking at you all like this don't make no sense. What are you talking about? Hold on for a second. Let me. Okay, I was just making sure my audio and all that stuff was working, but. Yeah, man, that was some weird stuff. But anyways, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Crazy Compilations for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.